Life on the road may be even busier than it is at home for the Thunder, but don't worry, I've got camera in hand, and with the help of our Thunder TV production team, we're going to bring you the stories all season long from Thunder Road. So far, I've caught snapshots from Bourbon to Beale, where Grant Long tried his hand at a new guitar, and in Orlando, where artist and collector Desmond Mason was drawn to the hotel wall.
I get inspired by a lot of stuff, so, just everyday stuff, or, some people's artwork on the walls, walking down the street. Inspiration kind of comes from random spots.
Speaking of inspiring, KD and Russell were inspired by their old colleges going head-to-head.
That's tough. Start bumping. Right now, it's a good game. You see it. It's tied up right now.
Right, tied up. You gonna get mad? You gonna get mad? You gonna get mad? Hey, give me
No,
something.
no.
What?
We bet 100 push-ups. We bet 100 push-ups.
Right. So if you lose, the push-ups gonna be right here on this table. Bang that, take shit. Bang that. Bang that. That's what I'm talking about. It's gonna go down to the wire. You know what I'm saying? But you know what my money is.
Who shoots?
Who shoots? I'm giving it to Jay Ship. Yeah, go! Whoa! That's what I'm talking about, baby!
I'm giving it to Damian James. On the wing. Bing, bing. Just like you seen. Over the top.
Did you teach him that?
Nah, he taught me that. You know what I'm saying? I got that from him.
I'm gonna call you when the game's over.
Yes, sir. Give me two, AJ. Give me two, AJ. Yes, sir. Way to get a rock up. Way to get a rock up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Texas White, Texas.
For the record, KD didn't make Russell do those push-ups. Next week, my camera catches some rare post-practice long-range shooting. We're lucky to be able to learn from Grant's extensive NBA on-court experience. And Grant, the rest of the Thunder broadcast team, and the players themselves also feel fortunate to be able to experience many things off the court in NBA cities like Memphis, Tennessee, the site of the Lorraine Motel and the National Civil Rights Museum, where civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. lost his life, and where Thunder players Kevin Durant and Joe Smith gained inspiration and perspective on Thunder Road.
I was pretty excited because of all the history that they were telling us that we were going to see when we got there. So I was pretty excited about it. And as we walk through the doors, it's kind of a aura or something, that kind of overwhelms you when you walk in.
Everything kind of hit me then, like I was a part of that, like I seen it, and it was tough. Martin Luther King did so much for this country, for myself, even though I'm young. He taught me a lot of things, and for me to see that, kind of put everything in perspective.
As I got closer to the room where he actually stayed at, it's like my palms started sweating. I stood by the room and, kind of, glanced around the room and stood there for a few minutes. And the thing about it, they opened up the balcony so we can walk outside to the balcony and where he was actually standing. And then you look across the street and you see the window where actually the shot came from. And it was really, really overwhelming for me.
As a young guy, for me to see that, that's something I want to share with my kids and their kids, and just know that a man like that, had a lot of impacts on everybody's life.
After we walked through, I went down to the gift shop and bought a bunch of T-shirts, bunch of posters, so I could share that with my kids. They're eventually going to experience some things in their lifetime, but just to give them something to know where they came from.
It was a great thing to see as a team as well. Kept everybody together, and that's the kind of man he was. He brought this whole country together.
For more on Thunder events and entertainment, visit thunder.nba.com. Half of the team's work schedule is spent on the road, where the team is constantly working on improving their skills, putting in countless hours of practice on the hardwood. To prove it, I brought my camera along. It's this week's edition of Thunder Road. Before practice begins, the Thunder support staff has to loosen the nets and give it their best shot.
Oh, you gotta get my spin shot. Hold on.
All right. And then it's time to get serious.
You go do it. What are you recording?
Practice day at the practice facility in Orlando. Laced up and loosened up.
Side step, open.
What? Doing that Thunder 24/7.
Skip, right way. Go.
And then the Thunder turn on the burners. After a couple of hours of end-to-end action, you figure it's just about time to call it a day, right? Wrong. There's still a little weight to be lifted. And now they can relax after a long, hard day's work with some long-range shooting. All in a day's work on Thunder Road. Kevin's mom had the original idea to give Coach the kids, and she'd hoped to be here for the party, but bad weather grounded her back in Washington, D.C., so Kevin wanted us to be sure to say thanks to his mom for all the hard work she did in organizing Coach for Kids. You know, when the team is away from home, there are plenty of sights to see, but it's always a welcome surprise when we see some fans from back home. Let's see who stopped by to visit us in Dallas and San Antonio this week on Thunder Road. The Mavs surprised several hundred military personnel, including some airmen and women from Oklahoma's Tinker Air Force Base, with courtside seats. Some were watching their first NBA game.
I go home in a week and wasn't expecting to be on the floor. This is great. First time experiencing the room.
It's just amazing. I can't even believe that we got this opportunity to be here, and we appreciate it, and we love it, and we're enjoying every second of it.
I tell you, it's spectacular, and I really appreciate it. And I tell you one thing, that it's greater being American than it is anywhere else.
Thank you, Thunder.
Airman Philip Olson even had a better view than BD to cheer on the Thunder.
We're cheering for the Thunder, yeah. You know, we support the Thunder, and they support us. They're really friendly to the military, so it's been great.
And they weren't the only ones cheering on the Thunder in Dallas. You guys having fun?
Yes, awesome.
You must be courageous, right? You're here in UT country.
Oh, yeah, no. Don't get me wrong. I'm wearing this shirt because I'm a Kevin Durant fan. I'm Longhorns all the way, baby. Longhorns all the way.
Sam Bradford, OU.
But they did agree on this. The Thunder.
Yeah.
Playing well.
Then it was on to the Alamo City for a leisurely pregame stroll along the San Antonio Riverwalk. Ah, forget it. Give me that courtside view with our friends from Tinker Air Force Base for some halftime fun on Thunder Road.
That's crazy.